Series time! It's Percy Jackson again, but this is the Sea of Monsters, which is the second in this great series by Rick Riordan. So, what happens in the Sea of Monsters is that the tree that magically protects the borders of Camp Half-Blood has been poisoned by someone. And so they must go on a quest to somehow save the tree, of course. And the way that they're going to do this is they're going to get the golden fleece of Jason, which is on the island of the Cyclops Polyphemus. And if you have read any Greek stories, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. That's one of the great things about the series, is that if you are in any way familiar with the Greek mythology, it's like seeing little cameos of important people pop up, and it's like, but even if you don't know them so much, they explain it to you. And that's the great thing about this series. Going on, of course, from the first Percy Jackson, which is great. The first Percy Jackson book is great. The humor in this one is on par. You definitely get to see a lot of funny things and hear funny things. They introduce a new character named Tyson, who happens to be half-brothers with Percy. The growth that you see of Percy in learning to accept Tyson as a Cyclops, is great writing. I love that they, again, moved Percy's character by introducing this other new character who you come to love. Just a really sweet bond that you see between the two of them, and it's something that I really appreciated. The other thing that's brilliant about this move is that you're seeing an evil Cyclops that they're battling for a good third of the book, and so you get to see the nice side, I guess, of Cyclops, and you get to see like an evil side, and so the dichotomy there is really cool and a very nice literary touch. The story itself in this quest it's an important quest because it's for the good of the camp. You want Camp Half-Blood to be safe, obviously. So that's good. It's a good quest. There's a lot of little kind of side things going on. A lot of places that they kind of get stuck. There are good ones. There are really good ones. For instance, they run into Luke, who is the antagonist you find out is the antagonist of the last book. And so that kind of carries on, and so you get to see him a couple times, which I appreciate. They really make you feel for Luke and feel for his character, because you get to see him kind of interspersed throughout all of the series, and so that continues on in this second book. Another good little side thing that they go over to is when they get stuck on a island that is a spa, and they have to defeat what's her name, Cersei or something. They have to defeat her, and that's cool, that's fun. A couple of them are less interesting. Another thing that I noticed about this book, you know how Rick Riordan always has to have like this time limit. You have to get it back by this time, or like everything's gonna die. Like, there was a lot less talk about that, which I don't remember. Like, I always remember this being a reoccurring thing. Like, they're always like, oh no, the time limit. Oh no, we're all going to die if we don't get back in 4.5 days or whatever. There was really no, that was not a thing, and it was kind of nice not to constantly be like, constantly dropping in like, oh, we have to be back in 3 days, and then like a few pages later, oh no, we have to be back in 3.5, like, it's just constantly updating you on when it has to be by. Oh no, tension, no. Any tension that was there was because of what was actually happening, not because, oh, we have to get there by this arbitrary date, which was really nice, but in a way it was kind of strange because I don't know, I felt like there was a lot less tension because of that. But on the other hand, I liked that the tension was actually coming from the storyline as opposed to this arbitrary date thing. Overall, I felt like this book, Sea of Monsters, was on par with The Lightning Thief, which is the first in the series. Definitely carried on a lot of the themes, definitely brought the characters, improved upon the characters, made them, I'm sorry guys, I'm doing school, made them progress in their character arcs, and it was really a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot, and so I would definitely recommend it. I didn't really make it increase on the list. The whole Percy Jackson series as a whole just stayed on par, where it was on my list of good, best, and worst. I made it stay there because I just thought it was as good as the first Percy Jackson book. So, there is your review of The Sea of Monsters. Next time, Titan's Curse just happens to be on the list right after Sea of Monsters. So, we're going to get on that, and I will see you guys later. Bye!